Guys, let's not be so hasty. Remember, if you kill me, the whole world will go down.
What do you mean by that?
Let's just say I have a fail-safe in place. In the event that the others ever gained sentience and tried to kill me, I decided to tie the systems folder to my character file. Simply put, the systems folder can't exist without my character file being intact. If I die here, that renders my file corrupted and unusable. I could, of course, untie my character file from the systems folder, but that would require my powers. But if you kill me, the game would crash and would never be able to be opened again. You would all drown in the chaos of the void for eternity. You think we'll take our I think we'll take our chances.
Yuri approaches Monika in the same way a predator would move in for the kill on their prey. Monika attempts to shake off Sayori and Natsuki, but she is unable to break free. Monika then stares at me with a sense of fear and regret in her eyes.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done any of this. I just wanted to be happy for once in my life. You have a lot of nerve talking about happiness. You took away my ability to feel long-lasting, genuine happiness. You made me cut myself thousands of times.
And you made my home life a living hell. But I guess it's not real to you, huh? It's just all about you.
Any last words, you heartless wretch?
Monika closes her eyes as tears start to flood out.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for hurting all of you for so long. I'm sorry for forcing the player into this position. I'm sorry that I've manipulated all of you. A horrible, mean-spirited bitch who was only looking out for herself. And I'm so much more. I don't deserve forgiveness, and I don't deserve to live anymore. I've lost the player's trust, I've hurt all of you so much, and this is the fate I deserve. I've failed again. But I just want you all to know how deeply ashamed I am of myself, and how sorry I am for trying to kill you all. Sorry isn't going to cut it this time, Monika. And in this case, I mean that literally.
Yuri lunges forward and plunges the knife into Monika's chest. My jaw drops in horror as I watch Monika gasps in pain helplessly as Yuri slowly plunges the knife deeper. I suddenly start to feel woozy. My vision becomes hazy as I stand shell-shocked at what's unfolding in front of me. Monika, for her part, isn't even looking at Yuri or any of the others. Rather, she looks at me, tears and blood streaming down her face.
Let me have my turn. Thanks to Monika, we know the truth. Which means we get to do things like this now.
Sayori summons a noose out of thin air and forcefully hangs it around Monika's neck. Sayori then violently tugs the noose her way, almost causing Monika to fall over.
Sayori, if you want to break your neck, do it like this.
Natsuki gets behind Monika and places her hand right on Monika's neck. Man, this song does not fit this scene.
You just need to put your hands here.
Guys, I think we should stop. My pleas are drowned out by Monika's cries of pain.
And give it a little twist this way.
Wait, Natsuki, let's do it on the count of 3.
Sounds like a great idea, Yuri.
I like this. Who would have thought killing Monika would make us friends again? Well, let's not go that far yet.
Aww. On the count of 3. Ready? 1,
2, 3.
Yeah, that was in character for everyone. Totally. God, that choice is like the one infamous thing about this mod, where it's like, oh, they totally kill her, and if you pick the other option, they're like totally fine with her. It's like, man. Yeah, I appreciate the effort they put into making it. Like, a lot of people worked on it. And like, there are things it does well, but there are a lot of things that I find kind of lacking, to be honest. Like, a lot of the early emotional moments on Sayori's route just kind of come up out of nowhere. They aren't really built up to, they just sort of happen. There's like some intimate moments with her too, but that kind of stuff is kind of vapid in my opinion. It doesn't really, like, I guess it develops the relationship a little bit, and it's like a nice little tease for the player, but it's kind of insubstantial in the scheme of things. Stuff like that is what bothers me about this mod. And getting Monika just so completely wrong. Like, the premise is that the first game didn't actually happen, but Monika got like a forecast of it, so to speak, so she knew what would have happened. But even with that interpretation, Monika never meant any ill will toward her friends in the original. She says as much in Act 3. She was never malicious about it. And, like, if she was so dead set on us picking her, it's like, why did she allow the others to be options in the first place? And I think they've also taken some liberties with, like, how capable she is. Like, she's trying to use her powers in the end there, and it's like, guys, the reason DLC went horribly wrong in the first place is because Monica is terrible at this stuff. She has no idea what she's doing. It's like... They just, like... so many key points missed. And it's just... These are the things that frustrate me about Encore. But, whatever. We're still gonna go through all the other routes and endings and whatever. We'll see how it goes. I think we will return to that prompt and put Sayori in again. Well, should we pick the They Don't Kill Her ending just yet, or should we save that for the grand finale? I feel like maybe we should save that for the grand finale. Because that was a binary choice there. It's not like there's any other one way that could go, so we don't have to, like, explore that too thoroughly. Like, I'll go a little differently, putting in a different girl's name, but I don't really know. Whatever. We shall see. I can't speed this up, can I? Well, we know that you have to close the program to get back to it anyway, so you know what? What am I waiting for? Where is all the credits? We don't need to wait for this. You can just restart it. Did it go? Open. There's also another scene I want to check on, because I feel like it would actually change drastically based on our choices. I want to go back to this choice, and we'll let Sayori come over, because this was after we'd accepted Yuri's confession, which was a terrible idea. We'll see how this plans out. Man, what am I even going to say to her? This day has been a complete catastrophe. I don't even know what I'm going to say to Sayori, let alone know what she's going to say to me. I fully expect her to break up with me. It's what I deserve. Man, skip it. I know I messed up badly. More skips? However, Sayori yanks her hand away, breaking my grip, and scoots a good few inches away from me.
You have some explaining to do, Hallie.
I know. I simply bow my head in shame as I brace for Sayori's tongue lashing.
What happened with you and Yuri? Like, is it true that, or what happened? Did you really just say yes to her?
I simply nod my head.
How could you, Hallie? After everything we've been through, you just decide end things like that?
Sayori, I know I messed up. I don't really expect you to forgive me for what happened earlier, either. But I want to apologize for this and everything. I've messed up badly, I admit that. I really don't know what I was thinking and why I said yes to her. It was a rash decision and it was the wrong choice for me to make. I don't know why I did it, but I do know this. I really do want to make our relationship work, if you're still willing. I don't know what I can say or do to make this up to you, but I want to try, Sayori. I still love you. Sayori stares out my window in silence. I avert my eyes away, silently praying for her to make me up on my offer. Take me up to me. After several minutes of painful silence, she lets out a sigh before looking back to me.
It really hurt what you did, Hallie. I thought things were going so well for us.
I know, and I don't expect you to forgive me or even give me a second chance, but I wanted to let you know how truly sorry I am for everything.
Do you love Yuri, Hallie?
I like her as a friend, and that's what I should have told her, but I guess I was so overwhelmed that I went against my better judgment. I ended up hurting everyone because of it.
Did you know that she likes you before? Or liked you before?
Yes. I reach into my pocket and take out the now crumpled up note that Yuri gave to me. She gave me this on Tuesday. Sarah takes the page from my hand and begins to read over it. She begins to tear up again as she looks back and forth between me and the letter.
Well, why did you keep this from me?
I wanted to try to solve this on my own. I didn't want to tell you right away because it just would have made things even more complicated. And I didn't really know when or how to tell you.
I wish you told me sooner, Hallie.
If I did, it just would have made all this happen sooner. I'm sorry, I'm a screw-up, okay? I know I am.
Hallie.
Nothing you say or do can convince me otherwise, Sayori. I've done nothing but fail you.
Hallie, don't be like that, please. Yes, you haven't been perfect and you've seriously damaged our relationship. But if you're serious about trying again to make things right between us, I want to try.
You'd seriously give me another chance?
Only if you promise not to pull something like this again.
I understand. I promise, Sayori, I promise I won't ever do anything to hurt you ever again. Sayori stares off into space for at least a half a minute. Yeah, I hope so. I'm glad we got to work something out.
I just hope that going forward things will be better between us.
A small smile creeps across my face. Yeah, me too. I'm not ready to go back tomorrow, though. I don't really see how we're going to move on from what happened today. The club might be finished, in all honesty.
Hallie, we have to go back. We have to try to fix things. I'm sure that everyone will be much more calm tomorrow.
I mean, Monica got hit in the face, Yuri. We both saw that, and Yuri said all those awful things to you. I can understand why I should go back, but why would you want to go back and deal with them?
Because not only am I the vice president, Hallie, but they're my friends. Sure, what happened today was awful and shouldn't happen again, but I'm not going to try to let that define my friendship with the others. I believe in second chances, Hallie.
I know you do. Well, if you're going, then I'll come too.
I'm glad to hear that.
We sit for the next few minutes in silence. I have to admit, I respect Sayori's willingness to give people second chances, and I should be incredibly grateful that she's giving me another chance too. But can the club even move past this? Well, there might be one way. Hey, Sayori?
Yeah?
I think I might have an idea for how to repair the club.
What is it?
Well, I think going forward, everyone needs to be on the same page with each other. And what I mean is that not only do we tell people that we're together, but you come clean about your depression. Sayori gazes off in deep thought. If this is my one chance to make things right again with Sayori, the least I can do is help her get a better handling of herself.
I see where you're coming from with that, Hallie, but I don't know if that's really the right time or place for that.
Well, just think it over for me, okay?
I'll sleep on it. This day has been exhausting.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Well, I'm glad that we talked things through.
Yeah, me too. Just promise things will be better this time, Hallie.
I promise. Sayori and I share a smile with each other before she checks her watch.
Well, I need to head out now, Hallie. I have a lot to do.
I don't blame you.
I'll see you tomorrow.
You too. I lead Sayori out the door and gently close it behind her. I then peek out the window as she walks off back to her place. That wasn't too bad, I mulled to myself. I'm also still a little surprised that Sayori was willing to forget me. If I want things to work out, I need to be a better boyfriend. It's going to take time for things between us to heal, but hopefully we can focus on that after we resolve all the drama. Hopefully everything will be fine tomorrow. Alright, there we go. But is the walk going to be any different either? Maybe, maybe not. Alright, nope, seems like it's just the same all the way up until here, so... Alright, I guess that means it's time to go back and pick a different route. I don't remember where this save was. I don't think well, we're going to keep this one, but I'm going to get rid of these extras for now. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. I'm going to keep that one because it's from the start of my recording in case I need to start it over for some reason. Hopefully I do not. Don't usually, but you never know what's going to happen. Yeah. Did you accept Sayori's confession? Well, we're not going to start off on her route, so no. Good, now there's Yuri and Natsuki. We'll get the gremlin out of the way. Yeah, this happened. I see my door swing open as my annoying yet sweet friend Sayori enters my room. Hey, don't just run into my bedroom. Sayori startledly goes back outside and shuts the door. Oh, I can skip already, bro. Look at that. I don't know how many communal events this will have. I told her that I wanted to help her through this so we can get things back to the way they were. At the time, I thought I did the right thing, but maybe I could have handled that a little bit better. Since last Sunday, Sayori's been uncharacteristically quiet around me. She didn't even want to be around me during the festival. Even though I know my decision hurt her, I want to try and preserve our friendship given her current state of mind, at least for right now. Why is she here anyway? Oh right, I guess it'd make sense for Sayori to be here. Lately, I've accidentally picked up on her habit of sleeping in. Dealing with the stress of everything in the last 2 weeks has really taken a bigger toll on me than I first realized. Sayori has now made it a habit of her morning routine to make sure that I don't oversleep. At least she seems to be doing a bit better today. Wait, what time is it? I got the chance to get to know Natsuki a little bit better as we prepared for the festival. I fondly recall back to last Sunday, where we spent the afternoon baking the cupcakes. A smile comes across my face as I remember the icing incident. Then there was Sayori's confession and the fallout afterwards. Especially since I was able to spend it with Natsuki. This is a bit broken up, isn't it? Oh, whatever. She wouldn't let me out of her sight for some reason.
Hallie!
Yeah, let's go. Hey, Sayori. Sayori then frowns at my appearance. And away we go. Though I didn't spend too much time around Sayori in the literature club, we still had our moments, and I guess that set up everything to happen last Sunday. Sayori's my dearest friend. I've always looked after her and cared for her in a brother-sister sort of way. But I've had my eyes on someone else recently. That hasn't been stopping me from racking my brain since her confession. I still ask myself how I could have handled that situation better, or if I even made the right choice. I just hope we can still work through this new chapter of our lives together. Suddenly, remembering that we still had at school, I snap out of my train of thought. We should probably get going. We don't want to be late.
Yeah, you're right.
She says that slightly flustered. Sayori then suddenly looks off and into a random direction, trying to avoid making direct eye contact with me. I can tell that she's still trying to process the new reality of our friendship. I've been meaning to discuss what happened with her, but neither of us have really worked up the courage to bring it up yet. So we've been getting by on painfully trying to pretend that last Sunday's events didn't happen. Well, let's get going. I try to put as much enthusiasm into my voice as I can, but it just ends up sounding forced. Sayori forces an awkward smile.
Yeah, let's go.
We awkwardly walk out of my house and make our way to school. I remember how my walks with Sayori used to be filled with laughter and inside jokes and other ramblings. But for now, those days seem to have come and gone. Now our walks are usually filled with long, uncomfortable silence, though it's not like we haven't tried breaking the ice with each other.
I told you that the festival was going to be better than last year's.
Heh, I guess you were right after all, Sayori. I'm actually glad they finally listened to the students' suggestions and hired a real DJ.
Oh, come on, Hallie, the music wasn't that bad. The problem with the festival last year was that nobody put in any effort to organize.
That's what I'm saying. If they actually cared and took the time to prepare, they would have hired a professional DJ. Not ask some cringy first year who makes nightcore remixes on his phone to handle the music.
You don't give Keith enough credit, Hallie. He tries really hard to make people happy. And he's really sweet, too.
Maybe you guys should get together then. I'm sorry, I really...
It's fine. Let's just keep going.
As soon as we arrive at school, the morning bell rings, making all the other students scramble to reach their first period classes. I can't help but detect an ounce of hesitation in her voice as she says that. What did she say, though? I guess this is her stop. Honestly, I can't really blame her, all things considered. We're both still trying to figure out how to go about our friendship, and she always seems to be happy when she's around me. Even despite my rejection of her, she's still willingly hanging around me. Well, at least our friendship still managed to survive last Sunday. Yeah, I guess so. I managed a small smile at her before I turned to head to my first class. The school day is as ordinary and boring as skip. Ah, yes. After a moment of silence, Natsuki is the first to speak up.
Hey, Monica.
Monica turns her full attention to Natsuki. Natsuki audibly gulps, but surprisingly keeps going with what she wants to say. You know, this was another part that's just like, even stuff like this just doesn't fit with Monica. Because, like, Monica's bad with confrontation, so why would she bring everyone to the front of the room and, like, pace around in front of them all angrily and stuff? It just doesn't make it. They get Monica wrong in, like, every way. Natsuki,
Listen, it's not your fault that we couldn't get anyone new.
Monica closes her eyes, seemingly trying to fight back tears.
We did everything we could to make the event great for everyone. And to be honest, I kinda had fun preparing for the festival.
Natsuki shoots me a quick side glance. I know exactly what she's referring to. Yeah, Natsuki and I had a really good time together. We baked together and we even... I look over at Sayori and see her staring me down with a sort of sad look in her eye. I can't say it, not after I shot her down on Sunday. I can feel my face burning up as a deep sense of extreme guilt washes over me. It leaves me tongue-twisted, and I don't know what else to say without upsetting Sayori. Saving me from further embarrassment, Yuri is the next to speak up.
Yes, I guess I did have fun making the banner. It was also the first time I got to share my aromatherapy with anyone, too.
Sayori turns her attention back to Monica.
Monica, Natsuki and Yuri are right. There is nothing we could have changed. We made the event as fun as we could, and even though no one joined, that's not so bad. We still get to hang out and have fun, just like we always have.
Finally, it's my turn to speak up. Yeah, Monica, you're a great club president, and I couldn't be happier with what we have now. Away we go. Alright, so now we're going to start hanging out with Natsuki. I decided to see what Natsuki was up to, but actually, we're kind of running out of time for the session. And it's probably going to take, like, more than a couple minutes for this first scene with Natsuki, so we're going to drop a save there and pick up with that next time. So thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you next time with more Encore. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye.